please, please. I hope this works today, because last time I really messed up everything. So if I do see my image, yes, I see myself. Awesome. What's up, Simonix, and welcome back to a new stream. I'm always really happy when this works. And this music is definitely too loud, even for my eyes. Like, it's 3% on Pressel, but it's too loud. Anyway, welcome, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're from. Leave a little hello in the chat. Welcome from Germany. It is a cold, well, 16 degrees fall day here in Germany, in beautiful Münster. You don't need to leave, you can stay. And we're gonna talk about SvelteKit today. Yes, that should hopefully be the main part of this stream. I messed up my views once again. It's so hard to find the right tab. Like, I did put the stream somewhere. Okay, let's put this here. And then let's go SvelteKit, Lewis. Yes, exactly. Let's go SvelteKit. I do think this well. From New York City. Nice. What's the temperature in New York City? Is it like really cold there already? Do you... Oh, I've just recently watched again the YouTube video from Casey Neistat. And he's like surfing in the snow in New York City. I think you have pretty epic winter in New York City when it hits you, right? So been there only once. It was amazing. Definitely want to go there again. So hopefully, like maybe in a few years when our daughter is older. Let's put this up. I hope some of you have some experience with SvelteKit today. That could really help. Because, well, I do have the basic experience with SvelteKit, but we might probably also be stuck in some places, so it would be really great to have some of you giving me some help when I encounter issues with SvelteKit. But anyway, we're gonna work on a little application just to see the routing. I think the routing from SvelteKit right now, it's not at version 1.0, but still it's like really complicated. So they changed the routing to be this kind of strange path structure with a lot of plus signs and plus page whatever layout. So once I saw it the first time, and I was like, oh, really? I think I said this on the stream that I don't really like it, but at this point actually kind of I'm okay with it so far. So it's pretty okay. So let's do this, post this here. Anyone watched the VidConf this week? That was pretty awesome. You should definitely check out. I think the re-upload isn't finished because the was like 24 hours or something. So we still have to wait for the VidConf recording. There were some great talks. So yeah, definitely once they are up, you should check them certainly out. Okay, 10 people today, not a lot going on, but anyway, let's dive into some fun. Actually, that was so wrong. This is the button, right? Oh, of course, now in the stream my button isn't working anymore. I don't know why I own the Stream Deck. It never works. Like I can do this. No. Like I could just click on this. It's no problem to click on this in my streaming software and change this. But like, does this actually work? No, nothing of this works. I don't know why I own the Stream Deck. I feel like the Stream Deck owns me. This is Twitter. This is not what we want to see. We want to see Svelte in action. I'm a big fan of SvelteKit. I am using it now for the Academy 2.0 project. I'm not really an expert in Svelte yet. I've written a bit of Svelte, but really wouldn't consider myself like anything. Just a beginner with Svelte. However, I know my way around, so let's just create this. Let's just do this. Where can we? Yeah, actually, just wanna go. Was this Svelte or SvelteKit? No, this is SvelteKit. They still have this cybernetically enhanced web apps. I don't like this line. I really don't like it at all. Anyway, npm create vite latest. I'm call this svelte app. Can I use camel case here? I probably hope. Hey Ellen, what's going on? Just popping in. I guess you're working, right? You always join the stream when you're working. Select a framework with SvelteKit. Well, I want to use Svelte, of course. I want to use select what? I want to use SvelteKit. I feel like I'm probably messed up already at this point. SvelteKit demo app or skeleton project? Are we adventurous? Bare bones scaffolding for your new. Come on, we're adventurous. Yes, use JSDoc, use ESLint. Yeah, why not? Oh yes. Prettier, yes. Playwright, no. And there we go. Off to the races. How did we call this? Svelte app. There we go. I just need to figure out how big my view actually needs to be. I should probably have some kind of defaults for this at this point, after like 10 different streams. Well, here we are, my friends. Here we are. Isn't this like the best place? When we open the blank editor, and there's nothing on the screen. I should probably zoom into this a bit. And run npm install first of all. Oh, first time chat from Devin. Is this actually, I think this is on Twitch, right? Been using Ionic for over a year and a half, was introduced to it at my job, and you've helped me out a lot, many times. Thanks, Devin. I'm definitely happy to help, and I think like the library of tutorials I've built up over the years, that's probably gonna help people even in the next years. I'm gonna go to node 16 with N, because I always get problems with SvelteKit. Yeah, SvelteKit expects node 16 actually. Settings, what's going on with my zoom level? Yeah, let's go in one more. We can do this. There we go. Also, by the way, quick note for all of you interested. I think I said this on the recent podcast episode that you should definitely check out. I got this mechanical keyboard. I don't want to make this an advertisement. It's just a mini keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard. It's my first I got. It has some nice backlight. It is mechanical. You probably hear it. We'll hear it in my next videos. Actually, it's better than I expected. I expected this to be really, really worse. I did not enjoy it at all. However, I must admit, I kind of enjoy it. It's okay. It's a lot better than I expected. npm run dev should run vite vite dev exactly on a crazy port here. And there is our SvelteKit app. Cool, nice. Let's put it somewhere up here. I intentionally removed the chat today so we can see this a bit better. If you're interested, I'm also gonna create a GitHub repository from this, of course. Hey Cybernetic, I think you've been here before, right? We know the gang. The gang is always here. It's just that Blind Ray is missing, and our friend from Florida, Chuck, is also missing. That's a pity. Like, where's the Simonics gang? Is it because of SvelteKit? Are you not joining because of SvelteKit? SvelteKit is epic. You should give it a try. So let's build something. I actually thought about this. Maybe we can, like, I'm working on a new page with SvelteKit. So are you probably interested just following me when I work on that page? Because then I could make this this Thursday. Like, we can still have like a news show or something. But we could actually make this the Thursday stream. So I do a bit of work on the side. I've seen this before. Some of you are working anyway and just want to have like some background noise. So we could probably do like a bit of work on that. I've also thought about different names, like the Power Hour, because we're doing this like always for an hour. Or my other idea was, damn, I forgot about it. Power Hour, and what was the second thing? The learn an hour in something with 1 hour. Learn something in an hour or so. Learn X in an hour. No, an hour with, that was the idea. So we could have an hour with SvelteKit, an hour with React, an hour with something. Does it sound good? I'm really looking for some cool names here. So let's talk a bit about SvelteKit. I'm just going to set up a simple application. So what I'm going to do in the routes folder, we don't have anything else in here yet. I'm going to add a new folder about, and probably also add a new folder like, I don't know, sign up. And then in those folders, I'm just going to add the plus page.svelte. That's like the basic file we need to show something. So we see this on the slash page. So this is top level. And then within sign up or within about, we could have our plus page.svelte. So in about, we could have about. And on the sign up, we could have sign up. Then within on our slash page, we probably want to implement some kind of layout. We can actually group this, or let's just do a top level layout, right? So we're gonna put this next to the page under routes plus layout dot page dot ts. No, actually dot svelte, right? Not ts. And in the layout page, what we need in the layout page is actually oh, we don't have any kind of styling in here. We probably want to use some kind of Tailwind. Tailwind always looks nice, but it always also makes the page so big. Let's maybe we can try it without SvelteKit, but that makes things so hard without SvelteKit. I'm torn between the options here. On the one hand, I do want to use. On the other, please chat. Do we want to use Tailwind or not? Let me know in the chat. Tailwind CSS for styling, or doing it like 15 years ago without Tailwind. By the way, while you answer, I'm gonna check. I have a quick question. If you can answer, can I build app for Android TV on Ionic? Can you suggest me? I haven't done this before. I actually don't, Cybernetic, I actually don't know if there's a plugin for this. I really don't know. Okay, we have 1 vote for vanilla and we have 1 vote for Tailwind. So next vote wins. So if someone else, not Louis, not Cybernetic, please say Tailwind. Please say Tailwind. Someone else. So I'm just waiting for the third person. Anyway, we can already do a bit here. Tailwind, there's Alan for the win. Thanks, Alan. Thanks for saving me. Add Tailwind to SvelteKit. Yes, that's what I wanted to see. I think it's actually pretty easy. I just need to install the funny things here, as always. And then, okay, yeah, someone else also voted for Tailwind. I can't read that. I can't read Cyrillic letters. If I think they are, right? Is this Russian or something? I really don't know. I'm sorry. I can't read your name. Enable post CSS in your Svelte config. Actually, we don't do this in the Svelte config normally anymore. Usually we do this in the Vite config. Let's try and do it in here. You don't like this? Oh yeah, it's never read. Inside pre-process. Yeah, that looks good to me. Can we now use it? Configure. Okay, I still should configure something in the Tailwind config. There we go. And add the base CSS to your source. I don't actually have an app CSS yet. Can you use SCSS? I don't like CSS files. No, I can't. Damn, I can't. Okay. And then we just need to make sure in our layout we are including the app CSS. Actually, this should probably go into language module. No, come on. This is completely messed up. Script. This is script language TypeScript. Completely messed up that line. So here we go. Can we try this? Hello world on the page.svelte. And voila, we don't see anything yet. Are we actually running this? I think I canceled this server. npm run dev. Vladimir, yes, it's Russian. Vladimir. Oh, you know it actually. Oh, my dad can also, yeah, my dad can also read. I don't know if he can speak still. I think he can only read Russian. Cybernetic, I actually can't read that, and please don't post more Russian here, or otherwise I have to hire my dad to check all the Russian you say in the chat, because other people can't read it, and I don't know if this is... I'm pretty sure you're not posting anything mean, but just want to make sure that we speak friendly. Files prefix with plus are reserved. Yeah. Then I do something. Oh, it's not. I think it's just called layout.svelte, not layout.page.svelte. Yes. That's cool. We don't see anything. Great. What's it like? Color. Text. What's it? Text black? Something like this? I feel like we're making a mistake here. I feel like I'm forgetting about something. Layout. Ah, yeah, we're using the layout here, but we're actually not using slot. So inside of slot, there will be the content. Yes, this is not better. Where's my? There it is. Cool. Okay, now we can do some cool things. Div class equals. Let's do some background. I want to use a light gray background, probably Slate 100. Then we should have some kind of header. We probably need a header component. We can do a new folder lib here, and then under lib we can do components. Whenever I do a new folder, it's not working. I hate it. This is not how you spell components. Components. And then we're gonna do a new file, header.svelte. Come on. By the way, how does this mechanical keyboard sound? You got now the test of about 50 minutes hearing me type. Let me know if this is good or not good. I kind of like it, as I said. I really do like it. So let's try and use the header here. Header.svelte. Why does it look so? This was not the way. Oh no. Okay, we got the header. Yeah, we can actually do this with the $sign usually. Svelte should be able to resolve the lib folder. If Svelte can't do this, we probably need to set this up differently. Did I mess it up here? No. Header.svelte. Let's check the chat for a while. Can you zoom in a little bit? It is zoomed in like 4 times. What's wrong? Really? Like, this is the zoom. If I zoom in more, I'm gonna hurt my eyes. This is not possible. We have Russian community in Telegram. Join us. I don't know if I want to. Everything is tiny. What? This can't be true. Jean-Philippe, basic CSS. Sounds beautiful. Ellen, you can also read Russian? What's going on? So the Russian community is strong in today's video. What time is it in Russia? Like few hours ahead evening, right? Yeah, it's perfect time in Russia, I guess. Huh. Anyway, why do we actually see him complain? It works. We got my header and we got hello world. What's the problem here? Wrap this in main. Let's make this 800. It's covering the full view. Isn't it 800? I at least thought it was like that. Oh, it's H screen, right? All the Tailwind experts in here unite. I can't. I mean, the keyboard sounds beautiful. I love to be able to read Russian. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Happy to hear that the keyboard at least sounds good. Also my heat map, by the way, is now working because this is a bit smaller, so my mouse fits next to it, and I have a heat map, so I can have warm hands, especially in the morning. Right now, it's actually not that cold here, so it works good. Let's do a little bit of header routing, and we probably need to resolve this issue. I think we can set this up in our Vite config, but I thought this should work automatically, so we can have a resolve block in here. Alias. That shouldn't be required. Let's do it anyway. Resolve. And then source. What's it? Source lib components. Okay. Can't you? Oh no, we don't need this. Please import this from something, from path. Okay, better. Yeah, but now we can actually call this one components because we've set up the alias. No, we can't. Cannot find module components header. And now this works. That's interesting. That's interesting. That was not what I thought. Yeah, I commented out, it works again. I love it when it works, not working without and not working with it, but then yeah, whatever. Let's do, can we do some class flex, justify center. We go my header, let's do a few buttons. H, reference, where do we want to go? We think we got like, we got home, we got slash, home, and then we got two more. About page and sign up. So if I'm right, I think we can, yes, we can navigate around. That's cool. Now we just need a bit of gap in here. Like a huge gap between those. That's better. We should probably also make them, since we're using Tailwind, we could use a bit more Tailwind CSS, right? Tailwind button. Buttons, Tailwind. Have they changed the documentation? This looks somehow different to how it looked before. Examples of building buttons with Tailwind. This definitely looks different. I don't know why. I think they changed the whole documentation, right? Oh, this goes here? Interesting, this is Tailwind UI. I don't know what they did. Let's see. I'll probably just make the sign up a bit bigger. Sign up. Yeah, I love it. I love this Tailwind. Yeah, at some point set the line length for my editor. This is so horrible. This is so horrible. Like 3 lines of code. Probably we should just stick to some easy styling here. Just give this a bit of padding. I don't know, 8, so it's not sticking up there. Well, that's maybe too much. Maybe 4. Let's not do this button thing. I really don't like this. Let's keep it easy for today's example, because we really want to show that SvelteKit is fun and easy. So we got home, we got about, we got sign up. We could actually mark the active element somehow. How do we do this? I have no idea, but we're gonna figure this out. Script language TypeScript, so that's cool. We have to this single file component approach, and also 15 people. Welcome. This is going good. Come. We got coffee, we got Russian people, we got everything you need. And make sure you subscribe for more videos. Beautiful videos coming soon. Okay, I think we can somehow import path or something. Let's check. Probably let's check the SvelteKit documentation. SvelteKit path. Because I think with path, there we go. Or store. I don't know. But I think with a path you can get the active path. String that matches app stores or store. Could be store as well. What Visual Studio Code theme is? That's a very good question. It's a pretty cool one, huh? This one is the Shades of Purple theme. Yes, exactly. Shades of Purple from Ahmad. I think I said this before. I didn't know that I would like it, but damn, it is pretty cool. Shades of Purple, I can highly recommend it. It's really nice contrast, nice colors. Everything is nice about it. So, how do we access the path? SvelteKit, access current path, something like that. Get current URL in Svelte. The problem is that sometimes these are actually not working because Svelte changed so much lately. But anyway, let's give this a try. I'm gonna just put it in here, current URL. Going back to this. Okay, great. Now this is not working again because I haven't changed any. Oh man, that is ridiculous. Yeah, this is, I know, like it should be under $components header. This is where the header should be, really. This is exactly the location. Svelte, change spelling to headers? No, definitely not. And the header is right here. I don't know what problem you exactly have with the header file layout, but it's not nice. It's really mean. Oh, we also finished this fail to load vite config. Ah, that's actually nice. Internal error. Not found fav icon. Page path has been replaced by, yeah, that's what I meant. We just took some kind of snippet from whatever page here. It looked nice to get the current URL, but it's a year old, and that's what we get. Has been replaced by page.url.name. Yeah, now it works. So now we also see the current URL up there. That's cool. Okay, back to this. Hey Simon, all the way from South Africa. Hey Musa, welcome to today's stream. With that in place, I think we should be able to mark the active item, right? How do we do this with Tailwind? How do we do this? Let me check this out. Oh, that was interesting. No, that's certainly not what I wanted to do. I wanted to check out this right here. Ah, yeah. Can give this. Actually, I think we don't even need the path too much. Let's see. I think we can do class nav active route. I am just looking this up. I used this before somewhere. It looks like this. So it's always good to have snippets like this. Nav active route equals or path. Okay, that looks interesting. Let's put it in here. So nav active route is applied. We also need to do this in our CSS then, right? So let's do some kind of underline. We can do this in here. .nav active route. nav active route. If we just use the add apply border bottom 2, it should be enough, right? Do we need some kind of color for this? You're still mad about this? That file will complain the rest of the stream, I guess. I don't know. I can't make you happy, file. Are you now happy? No, I cannot file module. I don't know why I actually set up the resolver if it's not working anyway. And also I don't think we need the inactive styling. Do we? Well, probably we need. And now the application closed again because we were mean to it, right? Let's do this. Navlink is not defined. Yeah, that's true. Navlink is definitely not defined. Let's see. Page URL path link equals, let's just do this manually. It's like this. Okay. And then we're also gonna remove all of this and make it easier. We don't have any array right here, so we need to make this manually. No problem. Okay. Now we actually got the little, have you seen that border? Nice, we got it. Let's do a bit bigger border. Can we get a reload? Oh no. No, it's not working anymore. Oh, come on. No, this is, oh, nice. That's actually a cool color, isn't it? It looks pretty nice. Okay, we figured this out. So we're checking the page URL path name and then giving it the nav active route. We could also give it nav inactive route, but I think we're just gonna stick to the active route for today and gonna keep the rest as it is. Then we can also easily add this to the other ones. So this will be /about. And I feel like we run into some issue very soon. Because when I go to about, no, actually not. Actually, we're not getting into errors. Cool. That means we're good here. Nice. We have a header. We can switch between the pages. That means let's do some kind of fun on the pages itself with SvelteKit. What could we do? We've seen the page. We've seen layout. There are other files for routing with SvelteKit. There's also the error file. I think this is just plus error.svelte, or is it plus page? I'm never sure, but I think it's just this. Let's say, oops. Well, let's see if we can cause an error page. Yep, there we go. It's exactly there. We probably want to have this a bit more centered. So can we do the default class here on our main area, div class maximum width and automatic. Oh, I actually don't want to have the header in there. I want to have it in here. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That's what I wanted to see. Better setup. This is pretty cool. We should build a page together, just like that, just from the ground up. It's actually really fun. What can we do as well? We could certainly load some kind of markdown, but I think we've done markdown loading before as well. We could probably do some kind of data fetching from server. That would be pretty cool. So let's do a new file plus page.ts. I know these different types are kind of confusing. So there's the page Svelte. That's the actual what we can see. If we have a page.ts, as far as I know, this is where we can have a server load function. Then there's also a page.server something. But let's start with this one. Export const load page load. So this is, yeah. Whenever I do this, it brings in this, but that's definitely wrong. It's just /types. I hope SvelteKit reaches yeah, version 1 soon. So then this might actually look better. Actually, we could also go into the Svelte documentation to directly copy this over. Let's see. So we got plus page Svelte is the actual component, plus page JS. Yeah, I'm not using JS, I'm using TS, well, because that's cool. But we could have it exactly like this. But now this has implicit type any. Yeah, well, that happens. If params equal hello world, yeah, let's just return this anyway. Let's just throw no error. We actually don't really need the params. So if we do it like this, we can access that information on our about page, which is pretty cool. Now we just need to, I think we need to exactly create this in our page right here. Script language equals TypeScript. Then we got the data defined up here. It looks a bit strange if you're new to JavaScript. It kind of looks actually quite horrible, but that's totally fine. And then we could copy this under about. We would now be able to access data.title. Implicit has, yeah, let's make it explicit. So we're passing this to our page. Let's do it. Let's make this really some HTML. And then, well, this is this unexpected token. I don't think this is unexpected. Internal server area unexpected token. Return title content. Import tapes, page data. Sometimes I feel like this is not cutting edge, this is bleeding edge. Export let data any. What's your problem with my data? Hello, poor man's logging in place as always. But that won't help. Won't really help, I guess. Let's open the console. 500 error. That means we have a problem on our page TS. The question is why. Please increase the font size. Okay, I'm zooming in more. I'm gonna hurt my eyes, but I'm doing everything for you. This really hurts. Or do you mean the font size of the HTML page? Please let me know. So where did I go wrong? Of the page will need to load data before it can be rendered. For this TypeScript client module that exports a load function. Yeah, we are exporting a load function. This function runs alongside. Yes, that is the idea. Export cons pre-render. We're not really interested in that. We're also not really interested in creating a server function. We got a page layout. We got the error of pages. We've covered most of these things. However, I wonder why this is not working. So, Vite, tell me. The load function is working. Only that we don't really have any data. Load, export function, load. That's just totally fine. Well, I think we could also access it from page differently, but I would feel better about using it like this. Let's try if I just add page and then use it like this here. Page.data. Well, let's just do page.data. You don't really like this type up here, don't you? Page. Yeah. Huh, interesting. This works. Is this probably like the new way to do this? Let's see. There should be title or something in it. Yeah, That definitely works. Actually works better. But then I don't have the... Like, this works if I'm using it from the page stores. The problem is that I lose the type information. Not a big fan of this. Not a big fan of this. Page.content. Yeah, this is exactly rendering our content, which is pretty cool. But it's not really the way I wanted it to be. Anyway, we're getting that data from the server side. Not from the server side, but from the page.ts. So we got layout for layouting. We got errors as a fallback for errors. We got page.svelte for the actual component. We got page.ts or JS for logic that runs before the client code loads. And then we also have a block plus server. So this really runs on the server side. Or we could also do our own, let's actually do this as a last little exercise. We could also do our own API. What brand is the keyboard? Yeah, it's Logitech, exactly. But I'm thinking about getting the Keychron. Yeah, Keychron, that's the name. A lot of you have recommended me to check out some Keychron. Ellen, aren't you also using a Keychron? I think. So yeah, we'll definitely see if I can also get a Keychron. Let's include a new folder. I'm gonna call this API because this is pretty cool about SvelteKit as well. We can have nice API endpoints in here. Let's call this one, I don't know, just let's, I don't know, I really don't know. Let's call it date. Let's call the folder date. Oops. Every time I want to do some new folder or file. And now we're using plus server.ts. So this is going to be different from the page here. If we check it out here, we can now implement like a get request. So let's see the difference in action. This up here was plus page.ts, and this is plus server.ts code. So a tiny bit different. Here we really do a get function, and here we had the load function. So let's remove this and implement this. Can we do, now we're gonna do return our own response. Like, let's just create an object. Const Simon equals age 382 skills Ionic. Oh, come on, it's hard to do an array. And something else, Flutter, whatever. And then we're gonna return this JSON.stringify Simon, and let's hit save. And let's include this in the header. I'm too lazy to click on something. API, making API / data. We don't really need any class here. Okay, let's see. Haha, there it is. Okay, I can agree, this is totally too small right now for you, but this should be better. So that means we have our own get endpoint here, and that could easily be deployed as a cloud function. We could do whatever we want in here. URL is, yeah, we're not really using the URL. Can we do this in here? Yeah, nice. That also includes the URL. Not really necessary. I'm gonna give this the type any. And of course, we could have more data. But let's do some kind of like populating the page with something in here. Let's do a fetch request. Data equals fetch some kind of random user API. Random user API, I always like that. Or the Pokemon API. Let's do the Poke API. Haven't used this for a long time. I should definitely do a new tutorial with the Poke API. Poke, like, what is the main call to this? I think Pokemon, right? Yeah, that should be Poke AP V2 Pokemon. Yeah, let's get 20 of those little monsters. There we go. That gives us 20 Pokemon. And then we include Pokemon data. Oh, I don't know what we're gonna get here. That's gonna be interesting. I should probably await this. Then we should have a body, and in the body we should have results. At least that's my guess. Yeah, I can see that this doesn't exist in there. Export async function load. Let's see. I don't know how we're gonna access those Pokemon. Diff page data Pokemon. Oh, we're also gonna need like an iteration now. Each page data Pokemon. Oh, this is gonna be horrible. I immediately regret my decision. Page data Pokemon. Let's just print this out for now. No, this is actually not the page. Okay. Object readable stream. Not too bad, not too bad. We need, oh yeah, after we need to transform this, right? Data dot. I'm not using the fetch API that often, so we need to call data.json, I think. And then we should be able, let's also lock this now out. Where's my shortcut? There we go. Nice, count and results. Okay, then let's include, instead of Pokemon, we're gonna include results here. JSON.results. And then we can really do this. For each Pokemon, I think it's, isn't it, what's it like each? I forgot the basic each for each syntax with the svelte. Let's see. I got this open all the time because I'm still new. Each to do as to do's / each. Yeah, that's how we're gonna roll. So let's wrap a little diff around this. We're gonna give it class flex. I always mess up row and column. What's flex? Row, I think row. Flex row. Putting this around this, and then for every item, I don't know, I'm gonna do some kind of thing in there, and then use Pokemon dot. What did the data look like? Name. Let's see. Really excited to see. Yes, this works. Only thing that's not working yet is this here. But flex row, that was right, alright? Or was it col? Yeah, flex col. That's better. That's how it should look like. So here's the data. Nice. We still get an error? No, that's fine. And for all of them, we could now display our link. Hey, Johan, welcome. href is, let's make sure, target blank, and the href is Pokemon dot something URL. I really want to do I really should really do a tutorial with the Poke API again. I really like it. Okay, nice. There we go. For all of them, we have now included that we can open a new page, and it brings us to the Poke API information of that Pokemon, right? Yeah, exactly. So that was fun. That was fun. And this is also how I could do it. Like if I had this is how I do it for my own blog right now. So for the Devdactic blog, I do have all the markdown files in one folder, and within my page TS, I have a function to load all those markdown files and return that to the view, and then I can basically create this page. I then also have a dynamic route, like when I go into something, you're gonna see this is of course custom URL right here, so I'm gonna have something like a slug set up in here, so that I can then retrieve the information for that specific post. So all of this that you see on the Devdactic blog is built with SvelteKit as well. So we covered the layout, the page, the error, the server. I think this gave you a little introduction, or at least I hope so, to SvelteKit. Like, we haven't done super specific things, but I plan to do a little series on SvelteKit. So based on the things you've seen here and how the development with SvelteKit looks, are you interested in more SvelteKit content? Would you have to like a little crash course? I could definitely see myself creating a crash course on SvelteKit with different sections about building the routing, some kind of server load functions, and then also, of course, hosting it in the end. I just don't know, are people here interested in SvelteKit content? Then I'm definitely down to creating some SvelteKit like crash course. Questions. Let me know what you got as questions. What brand the keyboard? We got that. Put the data into a pre-tech. I think that was like a previous problem. How does Svelte compare to Angular SPA? Okay, this right now is SvelteKit. So this is usually server-side rendered or even static site generation if you want to. So that is definitely completely different to an Angular SPA. If you just use Svelte, and I think we've done this in like one of the first streams, it is kind of similar because you can still you still have to use for Svelte router. What was the name for the Svelte routing library that we used? I forgot about that name, but we did something about that in the beginning. Like, yeah, probably Svelte routing or a view router. That was a name for this. So they're kind of like, it's also an SPA in the end, but it's with Svelte. Svelte in general might be a bit faster, but the difference is, of course, with Svelte, you usually have the single file components. You have this approach. Can we do something like this, where you got the script up here, then you got randomly inside the HTML, and then I could also have a block for the CSS down here. With Angular, everything is a lot more structured. If you prefer it or not, I think you, in the end, will usually get better performance with Svelte. But there's no problem in using Angular. So many people are using Angular. It's just like Angular and React. It's just a tiny bit different. More Svelte, please, David. Okay. When is the SvelteKit course coming? Luis, I got so many ideas right now. I've been working with React Native lately. That was kind of fun, but I don't know if I'm going to do more of React Native. In general, I did some React with Capacitor. That was fun. I did SvelteKit now. That is a lot of fun. Especially, I also just tried using SvelteKit with Supabase, and then it becomes even more interesting. And just yesterday and today, I tried something else. Let me show you. And that could potentially be quite interesting. Let me find this. Where is it? Video. It's still very secret. But I want to show you this. You can guess. First person in the chat gets like 10 points for Gryffindor. What is this? Guess what? Guess what this is? And guess who highly enjoyed writing that code? Yep, it was pretty cool. It was a nice experience because I'm working on a video to compare Capacitor, React Native, and Flutter. And now I finally finished an application built with all three technologies. And that gave me so many ideas and impressions of the different tools. How do I open this simulator? I don't know. Simulate. Let's give this a try. I just want to show you quickly what you can expect in the near future. Is this still visible? Can you see this? You probably can, right? There we go. Let's see my main Dart running this. Let's run this. And yes, I just finished recording a big tutorial about Flutter this morning. It's coming in a few weeks. And that really gave me... I really have to think about this when I go on my walk after this stream. I have to think about this. Are you going to do some more advanced Ionic, Leon? I don't know, actually. I really don't know. Because I feel like I've covered everything that there is with Ionic. And it's just like there's nothing new. I mean, for all the major Ionic versions, when there's something new, I will definitely do something about the cool things. And I do have some Ionic tutorial lined up. But at the same time, I've talked so much the last 5 years about Ionic and Angular. And I actually really enjoyed how long. When will you release a SvelteKit course? It's not getting faster if you ask twice, Luis. But yeah, I'm thinking about this. It could even be just small lessons. I'm thinking, because every Tuesday I have this huge tutorial. It's always like half an hour or an hour, and this really takes very long. I maybe go down the route of doing a few shorter videos about specific use cases in SvelteKit or Flutter. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. So that I certainly see that this could happen. What I also see happening is that this is not loading. So I wanted to show you this epic application, and now it's not loading. That's a pity. Because it was actually, this was really fun putting it together. I've tweeted about this, that creating the UI with Flutter is like so mechanical or robotical. If we write HTML, it feels like painting and doing some kind of art. But if I look at the pages here with Flutter, it's like that. It's just, I feel like a robot writing this code. Use Routify what the name, thank you Tenmoy, Routify what the name for the Svelte router. And I really don't know why this is not loading. Probably I messed up somewhere. Running Xcode build. Xcode doesn't really like me anymore right now. I don't know what I did to Xcode. But it's certainly open iOS runner. I don't know. Whenever I try to run my Flutter application here from Visual Studio Code, it's giving me hell. I even included a nice icon and everything, and now it's not running anymore. Thank you for nothing. Really. Man. Good that this didn't happen in the video. It just happens right now. I don't know. Could have been so nice. Definitely my meme creator used to work. And this was actually a second thing I wanted to ask. So we've talked about SvelteKit, but what about Flutter? Anyone interested in seeing a bit more about Flutter? Have you used Flutter? What are your experiences with Flutter? Please let me know in the chat. I would love to know this. I think David already said Flutter. But anyone else in here? Yes, Flutter could be cool, from Jean-Philippe. Flutter is getting so much traction. I think it passed actually React Native. So that's also why I was thinking I should probably not do React Native if it's already declining. I know there are reasons for all of these, for capacitor, for React Native, and we're going to talk about the different reasons for using one or the other. But at the end of the day, holy cow, why is this not working? At the end of the day, the question is really, what's interesting right now and what's interesting content? Because I got so many videos about Ionic at this point and Angular. I really feel ready to talk about something new, and that doesn't mean I'm gonna do Flutter for the next 4 years. But I think it's a legit way, just like React Native is a legit way to build apps. So yeah, a Flutter course, Luis, that's the problem. Anyway, it's not loading, so I can leave this. Oh, I forgot my buttons are not working. Thanks for that. That's the question, Luis. Should I do a SvelteKit mini crash course first, or should I do a Flutter crash course first? Any votes on this? I don't know. And I actually do want to do both, because I do enjoy both. Leon says both. SvelteKit all the way, both. Yeah. I'm gonna clone myself. You remember that episode from Big Bang? When I think it was when Sheldon was eating too much or something, when he just popped up and cloned into 2 Sheldons. I should probably do this and split myself up into 2 Simons and do Flutter and SvelteKit at the same time. Both SvelteKit all the way, both Flutter first. Well, the 18 people of this live stream today have decided I should start with Flutter. But yeah, let's see what happens. Agree Flutter first. Okay, yeah, okay, interesting, yeah. Anyway, I'm available to do some code, Leon. Simon G and Simon B. Yeah, Simon B could do SvelteKit or something. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna figure something out. Actually, let me look into my calendar, because for next week, I don't know if I'm gonna be there next Thursday. Yes, I am, and I wanted to talk about React Native. So we're gonna take a look at React Native next week, just to get a full picture. Or maybe we talk about Flutter, because I'm just so fired up right now. I don't know. Both could happen. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. Little group today, 20 people in here. Anyway, always enjoying conversation with the community. Perhaps a Flutter with a focus on multiple devices, including Fuchsia. What is this? I've never heard about that. But yeah, you're right. Probably we're just gonna talk next week about Flutter, because I enjoyed it so much. And by the way, I've been talking about Dart probably 7 or 8 years ago. There are posts on my blog I wrote about Dart. So I talked about Dart before it was cool. So let's do this. Let's have a great week, all of us. Check out the other videos. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet. And then auf Wiedersehen. Exactly. I hope you come back next week. Recommend me to all of your friends and colleagues. They should subscribe to the channel, because we're close to 50K. That means there's a 50K special coming in I can't count anymore, in 1.5K subscribers, which should be before the end of the year. Yay! That was like the Merkel. Yay! All right. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, and I will catch you next week.